What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And today I just wanted to talk about a little news that I saw that I found pretty interesting. And it has to do with Ford really working towards changing their business model when it comes to new vehicle purchases. Now, for a lot of us, especially in my age group, most times when you're purchasing a new vehicle, you're going to be buying it off a dealer's lot. So you may have an idea of what you're looking for. Maybe you have a preference on color, or there's a certain package or options you're looking for. And in a lot of times, you're going to have to make a compromise, right? It's kind of rare to find the exact color, the exact package, the exact wheels, the exact, electronic option or whatever that you really, really want. And for many years prior, people like my dad, the original owner of my truck, they would order vehicles. And when I look at a lot of new vehicles now, a lot of them have too much for me, right? I've talked about this in other videos, especially with the Fords, where I really prefer that XL STX package that they offer on the Ranger, the Super Duty, and the F-150, because it gives you enough without all the over-the-top electronic frills and leather and all that sort of thing. And so the gist of this article, which I'll put up some of it here, is from Car and Driver, and they're talking about how Ford has acknowledged the way COVID has affected the supply chain and how it's forced people to wait longer for their vehicles, right? They only have so much inventory. There's only so many vehicles that are on the lot. So people have kind of got used to waiting. And Ford's thought is, well, instead of producing vehicles that we think people are going to want and having dealers take those, dealers have to pay on these guys. There's a lot of money in dealer inventory that sits, and that's why they start slashing prices at the end of the year, at the end of the month, all these things, because dealers need to get them off their books and keep the money coming in. So Ford is looking at this going, well, if we can maybe have less inventory. I think they said around 50 to 60 days of inventory they would try to keep. So then people will be able to build their vehicles instead of going more towards that, business model like dealers have for so many years, where it's buying whatever's on the lot and kind of compromising. Their thought is, if people are going to get exactly what they want with exactly the color and options and whatever, they were going to be more prone to make those purchases, and dealers aren't going to have to absorb those costs sitting on the lots. And as a result, Ford's going to be able to produce these vehicles and get them out of there because people are actually getting what they want. I think it's a pretty interesting idea personally. And I will be honest and say, I typically buy used. I've purchased one new vehicle. You guys know the truck. You know the Mustang. I've only ever owned one other vehicle, and that was the Taurus, which I did buy on a dealer's lot. And I knew what I was doing and got $8,000 off the price of that car, which was ridiculous. I mean, it was hell of a deal. So in some ways, you do lose a little bit of that negotiating power if you do go to an ordering process. So because it is made to order, you're going to be getting maybe some incentives that are available. And typically my understanding is with new vehicle incentives, you get them at the time of delivery. So it's not when you order the vehicle, it's at the time of delivery. So you probably will see a change in the kind of deals people are getting. It's not uncommon on trucks like an F-150, a Ram, a Silverado, a Sierra, to literally get 10 or more $1,000 off depending on the trim, because they just want to get rid of them. They're sitting on the lots, and you can get some insane deals. So I'll be very curious what it does to that kind of pricing and how it changes, because if they're moving to that order model, they're not going to have as many sitting on the lots. In the past, so many people ordered, and I know for me, if I was buying new and I had that kind of money where I could truly order whatever I wanted, I would order, honestly, because I think if you're buying something new, I really do think it's important to get what you want, because at least for me, I keep my stuff, as you kind of see with what I have. I get what I want and I hold on to it. And there were certain times where it'd be like, I'd like this look of this package, but without all the, gizmos that they put inside, because those are typically the most profitable trucks, and that's why you see so many high trims, because that's what a lot of people do want. But there is a lot of people that don't want that, and that's myself included. Not everyone wants a bare bones stripped down truck, but or car, but some people do like a couple of options, maybe a slight appearance package, and maybe the bigger engine and nothing more. And it's very, very hard to find that. A lot of the times the cheaper vehicles are reserved for fleet use, and dealers don't even want to get stuck with them because it's a very targeted buyer that would be going towards it. So guys, let me know what you think of this. I think it's going to be interesting to see how Ford implements this model. I do understand why they would do it. I think we're going to see some pretty big changes in how people are buying vehicles. I mean, you've seen companies like Carvana and Zoom really take off, the way that people, do everything online, right? We saw a lot of that switching, I would say, over the last 5 to 10 years, where there's a lot more online sales, a lot more cross shopping, because you could kind of pit the dealers against each other to work on the best price. So let me know, would you prefer to order your vehicle or buy something on the lot? And have you done that before? And kind of what was your experience, and what did you get for a deal if you did? So guys, thanks for watching. We will talk to you in the next one. Take care.